the early 1980s, fear gripped the Pacific Northwest as bodies of young women began turning up along the banks of Washington state's Green River. Between 1982 and 1984, the discovery of dozens of victims, many of them sex workers or runaways, signaled the work of a serial predator. The media soon gave him a name that would haunt Seattle for decades: the Green River Killer. The first known victim, 16-year-old Wendy Caulfield, was found floating in the Green River in July 1982. Within weeks, more bodies followed, many discarded in clusters near highways, wooded areas, and riverbanks. Law enforcement soon realized they were dealing with one of the most prolific serial murderers in American history. The King County Sheriff's Office formed the Green River Task Force, an investigative unit that would eventually involve more than 50 detectives and consume millions of dollars over 2 decades. Among the investigators was a young detective named Dave Reichert, who would later become a key figure in the pursuit. In 1984, after interviewing hundreds of suspects, police questioned a quiet truck painter named Gary Leon Ridgway. He admitted to soliciting prostitutes, but denied any involvement in the killings. Lacking solid evidence, authorities released him. Meanwhile, the murders continued. Bodies were often found with telltale signs of strangulation, Ridgway's preferred method, and in isolated dumping grounds south of Seattle. The victims' marginalized status made the investigation even harder. Many had disappeared without formal missing person reports. For years, the case stalled, and frustration deepened as new remains surfaced well into the 1990s. Technology would eventually turn the tide. In 2001, advances in DNA profiling allowed investigators to re-examine evidence collected nearly 2 decades earlier. Semen samples recovered from several victims were matched conclusively to Gary Ridgway, who was by then living an ordinary suburban life. He was arrested on November 30, 2001, nearly 20 years after his first murder. Faced with overwhelming forensic evidence, Ridgway struck a plea deal in 2003 to avoid the death penalty. In exchange, he confessed to 48 murders, though he hinted at many more. His confessions revealed chilling details. He targeted women he viewed as easy victims, often picking them up along Pacific Highway South. After killing them, he sometimes returned to the dump sites to engage in necrophilic acts. Ridgway's demeanor during his confessions stunned investigators. He spoke without emotion, recalling each murder as if describing routine chores. His motivation, he claimed, was rooted in hatred toward women who, in his view, embodied sin. In 2003, he was sentenced to 48 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole. Even after his sentencing, the legacy of the Green River Killer continued to haunt Seattle. As of today, Ridgway remains imprisoned at the Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla, and investigators believe his actual victim count may exceed 70. The Green River case stands as a grim reminder of how long justice can take, and how the lives of society's most vulnerable can be preyed upon, ignored, and finally remembered. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.